You're listening to the Ask Drone U podcast. You ask, we answer your drone questions. Whether you're here to turn your passion into profit or you simply fly for fun, we're a community of learners and teachers who aspire to achieve greatness. We are
Drone U.
Sweet, spicy, savory, melts in your mouth. So good, you're always asking for more.
Yeah, making me hungry.
I'm not talking about drone law.
Not this time.
No, not this time. I am talking about charqui, which is actually one of my favorite things to eat while I am out on the road. No BS. I'm really trying to lose weight. It's a part of my goals for this year.
Yep.
I'm down 12 pounds already.
Nice work.
Believe it or not.
Very good.
Part of that is because I've been snacking on this stuff, which has nothing but lamb, non-GMO and gluten-free soy sauce, cane sugar, black pepper.
Yes, and by the way, I'm not trying to lose weight. Maybe I should. I don't know, but I eat it just because it's stinking good.
Well, that is awesome. If you want to check out this delicious lamb jerky, if you love lamb like me, go to Amazon.com and search for charqui. That's CHARKI, charqui.
I would just say that if you don't like lamb, don't let that stop you from trying this.
No, if you like beef jerky, this is like 10x better. And I'm not even just saying that to say that, because really I have a deep philosophy about putting and advertising things on this show, because this show is very personal to me and like it is to you guys. And I wouldn't want to push something unless I truly believed in it. And if you truly believe in grass-fed, paleo-certified, gluten-free snacks that are truly healthy, you can't go wrong with charqui.
Check it out.
Amazon.com, charqui, sweet and spicy. That's my favorite flavor. Also, special thanks to our friends at VideoBlocks. If you produce videos, you're a YouTuber, or maybe you just love creating real estate videos and you need some segue, transition, or B-roll shots, maybe you need some copyright-free audio. Well, go to videoblocks.com/drone. That way you can check it out for free. For 7 days, download whatever you want. Go for it. Go right now. Download all those waveforms. Download those motion graphic files. Use them for later. I don't care. Check it out. Videoblocks.com/drone. But on that, we're going to get to the show. Hey guys, welcome to another awesome episode of Ask Drone U. My name is Paulie Wale.
And my name is Simply Rob. And this is episode number 514. It's a great day here at Drone U. Hopefully you're having a great day wherever you are, and thank you for hanging out with us today.
It is actually really nice outside, surprisingly. I went outside and I was like, I felt the sun on my skin. I was just wondering, what is the temperature?
It's currently 55 degrees.
Sweet.
Oh, man.
And it's going to be close to 60 by the end of the week. Now we're cooking with gas ball.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm
Barbecue
getting ready for
season,
spring.
Full swing.
I think actually Friday Fly Day may work out well this week.
Oh, that would be great because we haven't done it in like 2 weeks.
No, and I'm ready to go.
You're ready for some Mavicness?
I am ready for some Mavicness. That's right.
Awesome.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Guys, by the way, if you have a question, go to askdroneu.com. We know you do. Everybody does. And don't be shy.
That's what she said.
We had somebody call in just the other day, and I loved it because he said, I just found you guys on YouTube. And what did he do? He hopped right in and asked a question.
Which is really funny, too,
cool.
because a lot of people don't know that this show is on YouTube. Like 90% of our listeners are on iTunes. And if you're listening on iTunes, check it out on YouTube. It is a video podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you'll get to see Rob's shiny dome, and you'll get to see...
No makeup in this gig.
No, and you'll get to see how I didn't shave this weekend. So if you're interested,
Yeah.
and you want to make some memes,
Oh boy,
you got your footage.
Don't encourage them.
They don't need encouragement.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's play that question, Rob.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Rob. This is Kendall in Plano, Texas. I'm a Drone U member, and I have a question about heliports. I launched the FAA's app on my iPhone, and it says, warning, action required. You're within 5 miles of an airport. I click on the map, and it shows 7 things around me. But those 7 things are not airports. They're actually heliports. I know if it was an airport, I would have to call the airport operator or the control tower, but who do I call for a heliport, or do I need to call anybody? Anyway, let me know, guys. Thanks.
That's a really good question. Question I recently asked my local FAA office, and I found out, by the way, this guy I love how you're even thinking about using the Before You Fly app, but I have to say there's so much bad information in that app. I would recommend to not use it whatsoever.
Because it's just misleading. It's going to guide you in the wrong direction.
There's even airspace issues on that app. It's it's horrible. Like, and this is why I'm worried about the FAA's Portal app, because they couldn't even do the airspace app right. That being said, use app.airmap.io. That is a much better tool. It's going to give you phone numbers to all the towers. It's going to give you phone numbers to heliports. But to be honest, a lot of heliports don't have a controlling agency. They don't have a controlling person. In fact, most times when someone is flying in controlled airspace, for example, UNM Hospital, right here at KBQ,
Right.
they use Albuquerque's tower to find out if there are any drone operations in the area before they fly in.
No
But
kidding.
Buffy, is her last name Stevenson? Buffy and Stevenson. Anyway, Buffy, good friend of ours, Drone U student, Drone U member. Actually, I look up to her a lot because she is so motivated and inspired, and she has done some really cool things in life. She has some really funny stories, a couple of which I probably couldn't tell on the podcast, but they're really funny. But that being
She's
said,
definitely killing it.
she is an emergency helicopter pilot. And she is, she loves being a pilot, and she also loves flying drones. That's why
Right.
she came to Drone U. But she has seen so many drones around UNM and the hospital all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I seriously, I am legitimately afraid for her because there are a lot of students, and even the engineering department lets the kids fly all the time. Yeah, and they're in restricted airspace, and you're like,
Wow.
hello.
Not good. I didn't know that.
So anyway, the long and the short is that not every heliport actually has a phone number you can call that you can notify. You don't have to notify them whatsoever. You should be aware of them, but this is one of those things. This is why it's so important to have an aviation radio. It's so important to be able to read an airspace map and know, what frequency people are talking on, to be able to listen. Does the heliport have a Unicom? Does it have any type of radio frequency that people are broadcasting onto to say, hey, I'm coming in for a landing? Because if you heard them, get out of the way, because you're supposed to yield to manned aircraft.
So again, how are we going to know whether or not they have that capability, the particular heliport?
It would be in a sectional. It's funny, they changed the name of the AFD. I forget what it's called now.
So it'll be in a section. It'll tell you like their call sign.
So the
how are you going to know?
airport facilities directory, which now has a new name, I think it's called the chart supplementation or something, whatever they changed it to for the 107 test. But it has all the information in that book.
Okay.
App.airmap.io has some good information, but not all.
Okay.
But it is a great resource. I'll be honest, you really just have to have, this is another good reason to have a VO. You've got to have a VO. If you see manned aircraft, you got to get out of the way. That's the rule.
Right.
And it's really simple. I mean, that's why you don't have to call the heliport.
And it's such an easy thing to do. Just move and then go back and get your shot when they're gone.
Yeah,
it's not a difficult thing. So
and you always have to remember, I just want to emphasize something. Someone's life is in danger when they're in the air. When you're on the ground, their life is more important than yours. That's the only time.
Every single time.
Yes, and that's the only time someone is more important than you. When their life is in danger and yours isn't. But you could potentially put their life in danger.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you shouldn't do that.
So I'm going to maybe beat this up a little bit, but to clarify, heliports, even if you've got your 107, you don't have to notify anybody.
Not to my knowledge. When I
All
went
right.
and talked to the FAA, we had this conversation. He's like, well, yield to manned aircraft.
All right.
Okay.
Because there's a
Sounds good.
lot of people with that question.
Oh, I know. And by the way, my personal stance on this, if you want to know the truth, is if there is a phone number, call it. Because the more communication, the better. Some heliports do have Unicoms. There is a frequency that you can listen into to find out if someone is coming in. And if they are, get out of the way.
Yeah.
If let's say it's a hospital, chances are there's going to be someone there. If it's a big hospital,
Sure.
kind of, getting traffic in and out. If there's not, like UNMH, they just call Albuquerque Airport. Hey, are there any drone operations today? Well, there's the ones we know about.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a really flawed system.
Oh, man. Don't you love transparency, Rob?
Yeah, my word. That's really interesting.
Yeah,
It's good to know, though. I mean,
It is good to know. So Before You Fly app is made a long time ago. Lots of errors, still lots of errors. You ask any experienced droney, they're going to be like, yeah, you may want to stay away from that. There's just not enough good information
But
there.
there are other good options, like you just said.
Absolutely. So on that bombshell, that's going to do it for us today. If you're ready to live the drone life, check out droneyoubook.com. Or if you're ready to elevate your drone flying experience and you really want to become good, get those smooth, buttery shots that are as shiny as Rob's bald head, then you got to go to thedroneyou.com and become a member, because you can take all of our classes for just $47 a month. It's
Sweet.
super easy.
Yeah, it's a great community of folks, too.
A lot of people say
helping people. Love
yeah,
it.
a lot of people say that the community is worth the $47 a month anyway, just because you can ask other people questions, get ideas on pricing. Like, am I doing this right? How do you deliver this deliverable? What should I do? It's an amazing resource.
Absolutely.
So check it out. That's going to do it for us today. Thank you for leaving us a review or sharing this show with a friend. My name's Paul.
I'm Rob.
This is Ask Drone U.